Hi guys, hope you are well and good. So welcome once again to the DMA community. Welcome. So before we start, I just want to pass out a few messages. Always remember guys that chasing the dream is important, having a vision is important, and this is a way, or use it as a platform to reach your goals, right? So without further ado, let's jump straight to the mentorship course. So the following video will be about how to use MetaTrader, right? So in trading, you basically need tools that you need to basically make money, right? So one of the tools that you need is a platform whereby you place trades. It's called MetaTrader. Depending on which broker that you are trading with, you can either trade with MetaTrader 5 or MetaTrader 4. But preferably, and recommendations from me personally, I would say MT4, which is MetaTrader 4. So I'm about to go ahead right now, show you how to use MetaTrader and what is MetaTrader, and I'll take you through everything that there is with MetaTrader that you actually need to know. Let's jump straight to it. Right guys, so I'm on my MetaTrader 4. I'm on my MetaTrader 4. Nonetheless, it's called MT4, right? So once you've downloaded the MT4, whether using your Android or iPhone, so this is how it will look like, right? This is how MetaTrader looks like. So now guys, it's very simple to use this platform. It's a very simple. So what is MetaTrader? MetaTrader is basically a platform where it's designed to, or for traders to take trades, execute trades within the live markets, right? So you basically take trades, you take your trades, you do your chart work in here, but I wouldn't quite recommend to analyze using your MT4, MT5. I wouldn't recommend you to use your MT4 for analyzing. We'll get to the reason to why, but nonetheless, this is how MetaTrader 4 looks like. So how do we use this app? That's the most important thing, right? So within DMA, within the Money Academy, so what we normally do is, when we've stepped into MetaTrader like this, what we do is we just play around. So once you click the screen or press the screen, this oval shaped blue wheel will basically pop out. So it will pop up with all these M15, M1, and so on, everything that you see here. So you must understand how to use this platform, right? You must understand how to use this platform, which is I will take you through. So basically, what I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna clean out everything, right? So how do you clean out everything? Because within the Money Academy, we are basically looking at price action, right? So we are not looking at indicators, we are not looking for supports and resistances, we are not looking for, I don't know, all this mess that traders always have on their charts, so we are not looking for that. So what you need to do now is basically click on the screen, right? Once you've clicked on the screen, and then this shows, you go to this button over here next to this plus sign. It's actually in the middle of the plus sign and this M1, right? So you click that shapes thingy, right? So once you've clicked the, oh my bad, not the, so once you've click the ball, right, and press this F type, right? So you press the F, and then you go to that bin on top, and then you select, and then you press the bin to delete, right? So now you're left with something like this. This is what we call clear price action, right? So this is the first step that you need to do once you've downloaded your MetaTrader 4. Then now the next thing is to basically know how to actually add pairs or remove pairs, right? So how to add pairs, say for instance you want to trade Nasdaq US30, you want to trade your I don't know, so let me just remove this. So let me just say you want to trade your GBP USD, you want to trade your AUD USD, your Nasdaqs, your US30s. So what you normally do is you click on that plus button, right? You click on that plus button on top, and then you click Forex, for instance, right? Forex, for instance, and then you basically pick out any pair that you want to trade. So say for instance you want to trade GBP USD. After pressing that plus button on top, you press the folder of currency pairs, and then next thing it will show you this list of currencies. So say for instance you want to trade GBP USD. What you will do is you will just click on GBP USD, and then it will disappear, and then press back, and then boom, GBP USD has popped up on our quote list. So this is a quote list. You can create it with any pairs that you wish you wanna trade, or whatever pairs that you like. So this is how, once you've added GBP USD, and then once you click on it, once this will pop up, right, it will show new order, open chart, symbol, properties, advanced, view mode, right? So these ain't really important, but only a few which are important. So the most important ones is new order, and the very extreme one, it's open chart. So when you press open chart, that's when you will actually see GBP USD, right? You'll actually see how GBP USD is moving down, moving upwards, and so on and so on, right? So that's what you want. Next thing, you want to click or press the screen, press and hold the screen, right, until something like that happens, and then so you can be able to make some space right here. So once you've done that, once you've selected the type of space you want, you click on the screen again, and then it disappears, right? So it's that simple, guys. So how do you do it? You press and hold the screen, and then it shows something like this, and then try moving like this, and once you move you get some space. So I'll show you in a minute why you need to do this. All right, so now you are able to see more room to the left side, to the right side, you can able to see. And then when you look at your left, this is the previous price action, and then when you look at your right, this is the future, right, where price action needs to fill. So it's important to do this because you can basically see where the market is at and how the market is moving, right? So those are just the basics, guys. Those are just the basics. Now what we're gonna be moving on to is actually the time frames, guys. It's actually the time frames that I want us to move to within MetaTrader 4, right? So whenever if you want to switch your time frames, so what you need to do is you click on the screen and then it shows this wheel, and then this M1, it clearly means a 1 minute, so it indicates a 1 minute. So I'm gonna click on the 1 minute. It shows me a 1 minute chart. So what is a 1 minute chart, right? I get it, you guys are beginners. So what is a 1 minute chart? A 1 minute chart means that each and every candlestick that you see in this chart, it appears after 1 minute, right? It opens and closes after 1 minute. So what do I mean by that? So I'm just gonna zoom it up. So when you zoom it, you basically just take two of your fingers and put them on the screen, widen them, and minimize them. So it's widen them and minimize. So you basically put both of your two fingers on the screen, and then you minimize and then you maximize. Minimize and maximize. Minimize, maximize. Maximize, minimize, maximize, minimize, and so on and so on. So as I've just illustrated that each candlestick that you see here, so this is a candlestick. It's something that we call a candlestick. So this it's a candlestick. This white thingy, this black thing, it's a candlestick. This is a candlestick. This is a candlestick. So if I can start counting from exactly this point, right? So this means that if I'm starting from this one, so I'll start counting from here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So which means from here, guys, up until the current candlestick, it took 14 minutes for all of this to print out, right? That's what a 1 minute chart is. So when you move on to a 5 minute chart, there's no difference. It's the same thing, but just that it's a more compounded time. So we were just looking at a 1 minute chart, now we are looking at a 5 minute chart. So a 5 minute chart is not quite different from the 1 minute chart. So we're still applying the same principles. So each candlestick that you see here, either white or black, it appears after 5 minutes or it closes after 5 minutes. So let's say this current candlestick, right? This current candlestick, let me just zoom it up. This current candlestick, sorry about that. This current candlestick. So this candlestick right here, looking at the 5 minutes, as the time now is 2:55. So which means this candle, it has opened and it will close when? Exactly at 3 o'clock, because from 2:55 to 3 o'clock it's basically 5 minutes. So that's how these time frame work, guys. It goes on to the 15 minutes. So each candlestick that you see here, either black or white, it forms after 15 minutes. It opens and closes after 15 minutes. And on the 30 minutes, same story. Each and every candlestick appears after 30 minutes. And this instance, same thing on the 1 hour chart. So each and every candlestick appears after 1 hour. This long candlestick opened after 1 hour. This candlestick opened after 1 hour. Say for instance, it's 3, let's just say it's 3 o'clock already. So this candlestick, it will print from 3 o'clock up until 4 o'clock, and then from 4 o'clock another candlestick will open and close at 5, and so on and so on, right guys? So it's very simple to understand the time frames. It's very simple. But now on a later stage we will discuss how to actually take advantage of these candlesticks, how to read these candlesticks, how to trade these candlesticks, right? So for now I'm just introducing the basics of MetaTrader 4. So yeah guys, and another thing is what I normally like to do is to make my chart clean. Right, so this is a demo account guys. It's a demo account. So once you've opened MetaTrader for the first time, it actually takes you or opens for you a demo account, right? So what I normally like doing is I like pressing on that quote on top, just right here on top, and then I go to settings. So how do I normally set my settings? I press on advanced, right? Sound orders and show trade volumes. So I unclick this independent chart, click this. Okay, yes, I click that. Show period separators, nope. And yeah, that's about it, right? So this is how I normally do my settings. So you can just set them same as I, and yeah, that's it guys. So I'll just give you a minute to carefully go through it. So yeah, so once we go back to the chart, this is how we are looking, right? This is how we are looking. Just follow through guys. And then what I'm going to do now is remove these boxes, these box lines, right? So what do you do then? You click on the far at the top bottom, the top thingy on top, and then it shows you this, back to settings, and then on settings you go to colors, and then from colors you select grid, and then from the grid I just press white because my background is basically white, right? So this is how my chart will look like. So once it's looking like this, this is very clear. It's very clear. So you can now start to analyze the markets, right? So now what I normally do is once everything is like this, I like to go to my a platform called TradingView. So in TradingView, it's basically a platform whereby you analyze the markets, you prepare, you plan for your moves ahead, and yeah, you draw up your structure. That's where you basically do all your analysis, and then we just use MetaTrader to execute our positions, right? So that's about it. So another thing that I would like to include is when you add in your own broker, right? When you add in your broker on MetaTrader 4, you basically click on the quotes, this upside, and then you click on manage accounts, and then from there you just click this plus sign, and then you will, if you have already registered with the brokers that I have given you, which is IFX and Vault Markets, as recommendations. So what you will do is you will press the second option, log to an existing account, right? So when you press the second option, that's actually when you are adding a live account, right? So in a live account, I mean that we are using real money. It's a real account, it's not a demo account, it's not fake money. And then the first option, open a demo account, is obviously testing account to test out the strategy. But I would recommend you to always be trading on the real account. Reason being, there's a lot of emotions that you get to face and conquer, and you basically build experience around it. So you build experience around it, and you become a very, what can I say, a hard shell trader, right? A hard shell trader, you become very unbreakable. You get to witness the being live within the markets, like being running, like it's basically you experiencing risk on a 101 level, right? So that obviously builds confidence and character over time. And yeah, once you have those, you will be unbreakable. You will be unbreakable. And obviously we will touch on the fundamentals a bit later of trading, the mindset into trading and everything. But for now, we were just introducing I was just introducing the MetaTrader platform on how to use it. If you guys have any questions or whatsoever, please do feel free to contact me and specify exactly on which course lesson do you need more clarity on, and which course lesson did you understand the most. And yeah, so that's it for MetaTrader 4, guys. Thank you for taking the time to actually go through this video. So I'm looking forward to the next lesson. Cheers.